Remember, the biggest slave in the world is the one whose mind is in the hands of others, and the greatest king is the one who conquers his anger and worries. So sit back calmly and watch till the end, because this is not just a video. It could be the turning point of your life. 1. The poison that destroys life. Anger is like a volcano. First it burns you from the inside, then it destroys others on the outside. In just one moment it can wipe away years of hard work. Look at history. The greatest wars were sparked in moments of anger. Many divorces began with one angry sentence. Lifelong friendships ended in seconds of rage. Rohan Hub says, "Don't lose your empire because of one angry minute." The story, the teacher and the nails. A teacher once told his student, "Son, whenever you get angry, go and hammer a nail into the tree." On the first day, the student hammered 9 nails. The next day, 12. The third day, 7. In just a few days, the tree was full of nails. Then the teacher said, "Now every time you control your anger, pull out 1 nail." After a few weeks, all the nails were gone. The student happily said, "Master, no nails are left." The teacher smiled and replied, "Son, the nails are gone, but the marks remain." That's what anger does. Forgiveness may be given, but scars remain forever. Think about it. Maybe someone will forget your angry words, but the scars will remain in their heart. The truth. Anger is a poison that raises your blood pressure, speeds up your heartbeat, and eventually turns into serious illness. Psychologists say that in anger, the brain's thinking part, prefrontal cortex, shuts down, and the emotional part, amygdala, takes over. That's why decisions made in anger are always wrong. One study shows people with frequent anger are twice as likely to get a heart attack compared to normal people. So anger doesn't just burn relationships, it eats away at your body too. Real-life examples. 1. A husband divorced his wife in anger. The next day, regret, but it was too late. 2. A businessman yelled at his partner and broke the deal. Later, he realized he had lost millions. 3. A young man disrespected someone on the road. The fight turned into a police case and his future was ruined. All because of 1 minute of anger. The reality. In anger, you hand over the remote control of your life to someone else. They say something and your entire day gets ruined. That's why it's said, when you get angry, you are punished not by your anger, but by your own reaction. Anger is fire, it burns you first. Scars always remain even if forgiveness is given. 1 minute of anger can steal your biggest success. Real strength is in controlling your anger. Why do people bother us? Imagine this, you leave home happily. On the way, someone mocks you or throws a sarcastic remark. Suddenly, your whole mood is ruined. The question is, why do people annoy others in the first place? Reason number 1, inner emptiness. People who put others down usually have an emptiness inside. They are not happy with themselves. They don't have pride in their own success, so they try to get temporary relief by hurting others. Rohan Hub says, "Hurting people hurt people. Those who are wounded inside wound others too." Remember, anyone who throws anger or sarcasm at you is actually fighting their own inner battle. Reason number 2, jealousy. The most destructive emotion in the world is jealousy. When someone sees you moving forward, achieving success, it pricks their heart. Those pricks then turn into poisonous words. Examples. You buy a new car, they'll say, but probably on installments. You get a promotion, they'll say, must be because of flattery. You wear something nice and they'll say, money isn't everything. Their goal is to pull you down just to comfort themselves. Reason number 3, your reaction. Sometimes people tease you because they already know how you'll react. If you get angry immediately, it entertains them. It's just like kids pressing a button repeatedly because it makes a sound. When your anger or sadness becomes visible, they enjoy it even more. Rohan Hub says, "Stop being a button people can press anytime they want. Don't let your life be at the mercy of someone else's button." Story: The Lion and the Dog. In a jungle, a lion was sitting peacefully. A small dog kept barking at him again and again. The lion ignored him and walked away. Some animals asked, "Oh, lion, you're the king. Why didn't you respond to the dog?" The lion replied, "If I start responding to every barking dog, what's left of my royalty?" That's life's lesson. People will keep barking at you, but if you start answering them, you'll lose your kingdom. Practical lesson: the one who bothers you is not under your control, but your reaction is. If you stay calm, their power ends. If you react instantly, they win. A small experiment. Have you noticed? The people who irritate you the most are often the ones who crave your attention. Since they have nothing valuable to give, they at least try to ruin your mood so you notice them. That's why it's said, ignore is the best revenge. When your peace becomes stronger than their poison, you win. Psychologists say, when people bother others, their brain releases dopamine. They feel a short-lived joy. But when you don't react, that brain cycle breaks. Result, they slowly stop bothering you. The real control has always been in your hands. People often annoy others just to hide their own emptiness and weaknesses. Jealousy is the biggest driving force behind their behavior. Your reaction is their fuel. The more you respond, the happier they become. Ignoring them is the greatest revenge. How to keep the remote control of your mind in your hands. You may have noticed that most of the time our lives seem to run on autopilot. Our mind automatically thinks, makes decisions, and reacts, but often these reactions are not in line with our true will. Think about it. When you're stressed or angry, your words, attitude, and even body language completely change. But if you hold the remote control of your mind in your hands, you gain more control and peace in every area of your life. The foundation of controlling awareness. The mind contains countless thoughts and emotions, but the real power lies in choosing consciously which thought to nurture and which one to dismiss. Example: suppose you're going through a problem. Your mind immediately creates anger, fear, or anxiety. But if you pause, take a few deep breaths, and remind yourself, this moment is temporary, I can decide calmly. You've just taken the remote of your mind back into your own hands. That's the power that takes you out of autopilot and makes you the true owner of your decisions. The first exercise, self-observation. Spend 5 to 10 minutes daily just observing your thoughts. Which thoughts are draining your energy? Which thoughts are leading you toward positive action? Example: if you notice that right after waking up, your mind says things like, I'm a failure, or today will be difficult, that's your mind's autopilot speaking. But the moment you recognize these thoughts, you gain a choice. Either follow them and ruin your day, or ignore them and shift your focus to positive thoughts. Programming the mind. The mind is like a computer. Whatever you repeat becomes a program. If you want to positively reprogram your mind, start adding positive affirmations to your daily routine, such as, today I will take a step toward my goal. My energy lies in positive thoughts. I can find solutions to every challenge. These affirmations send signals to your brain about which thoughts to encourage and which to block. Example: stand in front of the mirror each morning and say, "Today I can make this the best day of my life." This simple practice can create a huge shift in your mood and behavior for the entire day. The power of focus. Whatever you focus on grows. If you keep focusing on negativity and unnecessary things, your mind will keep reacting in that direction. To keep the remote of your mind in your hands, focus only on what is important and positive. Examples: write and read your goals daily. Keep your environment clean and uplifting. Avoid unnecessary news, gossip, and negative energy from people. These small steps train your mind to work in the right direction. Action is essential. Just thinking isn't enough, you need action. Small steps, daily practices, and habit changes are what truly give you control over your mind's remote. Examples: if you want to be more positive and calm, meditate at least 15 minutes daily. If you want to be more creative, write down ideas in a notebook and experiment with them. These little actions rewire your brain, and gradually you gain full control over your emotions and reactions. The mind-body connection. Your mind and body are deeply connected. Your physical state directly affects your mental state. Exercise, even a little daily. Workout releases positive chemicals in the brain and increases focus. Sleep. Lack of sleep weakens your ability to control the mind's remote. Diet. Healthy food fuels your brain with better energy and concentration. So holding the remote of your mind means taking care of your body as well. Daily practices to strengthen your mind's remote. 1. Meditate or do breathing exercises for 5 minutes every morning. 2. Write down or say your daily goal aloud. 3. Review your thoughts at night. Did you stay focused on positivity? 4. Protect your energy by staying away from unnecessary negativity. 5. Take on a small weekly challenge and build the habit of completing it. These practices, when done consistently, make your mental remote strong and fully under your control. Final thoughts. Keeping the remote of your mind in your hands is not magic or an easy task, but it is possible. Some key principles. Observe yourself. Program positivity. Focus in the right direction. Take action and build habits. Take care of your body. If you follow these steps, one day you'll feel that every decision, every thought, and every reaction of your mind is fully under your control. This power will not only help you move forward in life, but also bring peace, confidence, and happiness. A promise for today. Friends, today we learned that keeping the remote of your mind in your hands is not just a dream or theory. It's a practical process. Every day, every moment, you have the choice to observe your thoughts, keep your focus in the right direction, train your brain with positive programming, build control through daily actions and habits. This power lies only within you, and this is the secret that makes successful and happy people different from others. So make a promise today. I am the owner of my mind's remote. I will control my thoughts and emotions. I will take small, consistent actions to improve my life every day. Remember, real change doesn't begin with thought alone. It begins with daily actions and habits. Today's small steps create tomorrow's big results. I'm Rohan Hub, And my wish is that you not only take this lesson with you from this video, but also practice it in your life. Because true success is when thought turns into action,